My son Chris has loved football his whole life. I remember just being in the stands yelling whenever kids hit a little bit harder than I expected them to. Just the thought of, somebody knocking him over is still scary, even if he's, bigger than most of them.
I played on high school football, a little bit of college football. So for him to get into football, I was happy.
Growing up, Christopher, he did not have any health issues. Healthy child. Chris had an unresponsive event while he was in weightlifting, and that they performed CPR, they shocked him, and that they were taking him to the emergency room. I panicked.
It was like I was on two wheels heading here to the school, and I got here that just left with the ambulance. I didn't know what state he was in. I can't fathom the words.
We were leaving that day. I tried to call to get an earlier flight. There was no earlier flights out. I talked to him the night before. No issues, nothing. He wasn't hurting. I just remember crying because I felt helpless.
When I got here, I'm seeing him awake, but he was delusional. It done something to a man that you don't want to see a kid in the way. It hurt.
I remember waking up, getting ready like a normal day, telling jokes to my grandma, then I was weightlifting, then it just went black.
I was taking attendance, and all of a sudden the kids started hollering, yelling, and I look up, and luckily the guys were listening and actually spotting him like they were supposed to. The kid caught him and just slowly laid him down, and then started sending kids where they needed to go.
The kids came in, there were several of them, and you could see the concern and the worry and the fear, and they were like, we need help in the weight room. And I get to the room and he's on the floor. So the more I started assessing him, I started feeling around, I started listening and watching, and I was like, we need the AED. And we shocked him and started CPR again, and the coach jumped in and he was doing some rounds of CPR until we got some breaths back.
I rode in the ambulance with Chris. It's definitely something I wouldn't wish on a lot of people. Very intense, obviously, with everything, him waking back up. I just couldn't watch, so I had to go in there and help it where I could.
Just seeing him hooked up and like all the wires and stuff to him, it was scary. He had apical hypertrophy and lone QT syndrome. So with having that, it caused arrhythmias, or it can cause deadly rhythms for him.
When I woke up, I remember they said they was taking me because they taking me for a defibrillator. And after that, they told me you can't play football again.
I saw the disappointment. I said, it's more than life than football.
At first, I was sad, but when I thought about it, I'm like, I still get to live, so there's more I could do.
Christopher was a fighter. He was ready to get back to school.
If he say he can play, that's fine. I'm still gonna be there, support him 100%.
My goal with Christopher's story is just more awareness for the need of CPR. If Christopher would have been in the cafeteria, I'm not sure if he would have had the same response or chance of survival.
You don't expect to ever have to use it, but you got to be able to do it if it happens. So definitely, I think it's highly important that everybody's trained CPR and AED, because it could happen in the classroom just as it happened in the weight room.
It is important to support the American Heart Association. We will raise awareness and to also get people trained. You just got to know what to do, how to do it, and when to do it. And if it's just as simple as feeling for a pulse and telling somebody down the street, hey, call 911, that could save their life.
I'm forever grateful and thankful for the quick action, recognizing that he was unresponsive, performing CPR, getting help, getting that AED.
Learn CPR. It can be a kid, it can be an older adult, it could be anybody. He's alive today. I can't ask for nothing better.
I'm here today because of CPR. and I got my whole life ahead of me.